Thank you, Ophelia. She's a quiet powerhouse, and we're very grateful that she's working with Best Friends as well. The next speaker that I'm going to introduce, I bear a family resemblance to. Francis Batista, who's also the chair of the board of Best Friends Animal Society.
Hi there, and thank you, this is really exciting. And I want to just say a little bit about who this unit is dedicated to and whose honor it's done. And that's our first vet, Dr. Bill Christy. And Dr. Christy, some of his family are here. His son Travis, his daughter Jocelyn, please put your hand up, and the rest of the kids and relatives. And Travis and Jocelyn would accompany Dr. Christy down here quite frequently, just as tag-alongs to see what was going on. And it's hard to really say, at the time, the sanctuary was really chicken wire and trailers. That's what the sanctuary was. And Dr. Christy was so incredibly valuable to the organization. And I can honestly say that without Dr. Christy, there would be no Best Friends as it exists. Because what Dr. Christy did was not only was so generous and so kind and such a great animal lover, but he empowered us. He taught us, he shared his knowledge, he shared his information. He enabled us to really take care of animals and elevate our ability to give care that Best Friends is now really well known for. And that would not be possible without him, with somebody of his spirit and his generosity. He was an animal lover and totally committed to what he was doing. And I believe that truly that Best Friends had a place in his heart because he felt so committed to it. And it wasn't without, he was a young vet, he had a growing family. He was not sort of like flush with money. And I also want to acknowledge Joan. I think I saw Joan out there somewhere, who was his vet tech at the time. Thank you, Joan. And we were the same animal nuts we are now. So I can honestly say that I remember on one occasion arriving on Christmas morning at Dr. Christie's house with a sick cat. And I know his wife was not that pleased. But it was that kind of a relationship, and he really was as much a part and as committed to the creation of this and establishment of this organization as any of the founders, and we could not have done it without him. So he sadly died in a car crash. He was he was a farm vet. He was out late going on emergencies, and this was one of those emergencies, and sadly he fell asleep at the wheel, or somebody else did, and he was hit head on, and it was just a terrible tragedy, and was obviously a tragedy for the family, and just someone who I will never forget. I felt regarded as a really close personal friend and a mentor, and someone who inspired us all in so many ways. So I want to thank you guys for being with us today, and also wanted you to know why it's so important and the significance of dedicating this in memory of Dr. Bill Christy. So thank you.